Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my creative time with Emma, and also welcome to our this is our fourth and final day of our sneaky peeks from our 114th edition release. This next brand new die we are showcasing is a fun one. I'm going to show you how you could use it in a few different ways. This one's called the Fun Snowflake Die. I designed this to go with our 4-inch circle card dies, which I'm going to show you right now. And somebody actually requested me do a 4-inch circle card die, but they might have missed it, but I did come out with this back in July. So I do have a 4-inch circle card die. Comes with a total of 9 dies. It comes with the actual base, and then it comes with stitched layering and embossed layering right here. So I designed this particular set to work with that. Okay, so there are a total of 3 dies here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you. Well, first I'm going to go ahead and show you everything I'm using for my cards today. I am using our existing, so first of all, I am using this right here, the 4-inch circle card dies, and then I'm also using the circle card add-ons, and I'm using the two big ones here. The biggest circle is what helps it become a perfect circle card. I couldn't include it in here, otherwise it would have been way too big, so I did a separate circle add-ons. So I use that, and I also use our existing layered banner dies, and I think I use the second to the biggest. And then I'm also using the set that we showcase almost all week. The one we showed it out on Monday at first, the holiday banner sentiments. Okay, so I'm going to show you a couple of ways that I had actually made this. Okay, so what I did, I'll put this here so you could actually see it. The first one I did was this. So basically I only cut out this portion, this bigger one, well, the middle one and the bigger one. I used the bigger one. I put that cute little glitter background, and I went ahead and I stamped "Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas," and I believe this is from my December 25th stamp set, which actually fits in there beautifully. And you could go ahead and layer it on our card just like so. Isn't that pretty? Super simple. I thought I would just leave this. It looks classy just, by itself without adding any color to it. So I did that one. And then you could go ahead and make a little mini shaker. So basically what you want to do for this is put, let me get my plate here. So in order to make this one, you want to go ahead and put this on your plate right there. And then put this here in the center, like kind of line it up as even as possible. And then you're going to go ahead and run it through your machine. Run it through twice, once with the actual cardstock and then another time with the foam. And I'm not sure if you could tell, but I did use a Miro cardstock, and I love the way it came out. So do that twice. Once with your cardstock, which I did with the little mirrored cardstock, and then also again with your foam. Now, just a little tip, okay? When you run it through, make sure you kind of keep them the exact same way. So remove it just like this, or you want to make a mark like behind each one. Let me see if I have an example. Okay, let's pretend there's a hole in here. Just pretend that little star is the hole, because it's going to come out with the background like this. So what you want to do is kind of flip it around and make a little mark there, and then a mark on your actual thing. So this way, when it comes down to putting everything together, it'll all line up perfectly. Because if you just put it anyway, it won't line up perfectly. I guarantee it. So just this way, it'll save you frustration by marking it as like a little tally, just a little cheat sheet, so you'll know which way to put it down. Okay, and then after, then after you cut out that twice, you're going to go ahead and grab your clear acetate, cut that out once, and then you're going to grab your cardstock, and I use the a white background cardstock to put behind it. So that's what I did. So you're going to do each step twice. Okay, so that is that. That's how I created that one. and I just made it super simple. And then on the inside, I went ahead and I used our freebie die, the Ho 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 die, which will be given to the first 25 shoppers starting this Friday, October 1st at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so that's a number 2 way to use that. Oh, actually, there is a third. Hold on, let me see. Okay, actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and use the foams for this example. So basically, because I thought I made one, but I guess I didn't. So basically what you can do, okay, so what you want to do is cut out the bottom layer, and then you could go ahead and layer that on top, and then layer that on top, and you could have yourself like a little dimensional, what do you call it, snowflake. And you could also not only put it on a card, but you could just like go ahead and make a little hole up here somewhere, or a little hole there, and turn it into a tag as well. I mean, I love this die, and I love that there's so many possibilities that can go with it. Okay, so now what we're going to do, we are going to go ahead and put together a shaker on camera, I should say, right now for you, so you could see, kind of get what I'm talking about. Okay, so I went ahead and I cut all my pieces out. And then this is what I was talking about here, right here, how I actually cut this out twice. Okay, so to put this together, what you want to do is grab your clear acetate right here. And then you're going to go ahead and just line this up the best you can. Which will be, hold on, I'm going to kind of like, and I didn't mark these. I need to take my own advice. Oh, there we go. That's perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna, let's see. I want to make sure I do this without ruining it. I'm gonna turn this over like so. Trying to keep it all in order there so I won't mess up how it goes. So I'm just gonna go ahead and use my trusty glossy accents and just kind of put this adhesive all over, because this seems to work best for me with all of my shaker cards. But we got our adhesive there. We're going to go ahead and flip this over, and this is going to go like so. Let me kind of move it so I could kind of line it up the best I can there. I mean, if it doesn't line up like perfectly, it's okay. Like, I'm just going to go ahead and put my little magnets on here just to kind of hold it down a little, because since it is acetate, I want to make sure that they don't move. You know what I'm saying? I want to make sure it sticks. Okay, well, that's coming together there. I'm going to go ahead and just start putting adhesive now on our piece of foam. And then I'll show you the way to put the plates in order to get this. I should have showed you that first. I'm sorry. How to put the plates on your, how to put the dies on your plates in order to make it like this. Okay. Okie dokie, so now I think that had plenty of time to dry. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip this over and just do it very carefully, just to make sure it lines up on here the best way possible. So I'm going to kind of just like, and like I said, if it doesn't line up like perfectly, everyone, it's okay. It's not the end of the world, you know. Sometimes it happens. There we go. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I am going to go ahead and just, oopsie, of course I moved it. There we go. Keeps moving when I put this on. I just want to make sure it stays. Put these on very carefully. So I'm going to actually let this sit and dry just for a little bit, only because I see some glue had actually seeped out, and I don't want to take the chance of just putting it in right away, putting the little sequins in right away, only because I don't want it to have the sequins glued in the corner. So while that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you how I did it, okay? So basically what you want to do, you're going to line up these two dies. You're going to put the bottom layer on here, and then the second layer, and then you're going to run it through twice. You're going to put your one cardstock in there, which will be, so basically you're going to run your cardstock through there, and you're going to come out with this. And then now you're going to get a piece of foam, run it through, and your foam is going to look like this, okay? And once you're done with that portion, just go ahead and like I said, mark it where they are. So every time what was working for me, every time I ran it through, I kind of took it off carefully and I just flipped it over just like this if I forgot to mark it. And then I did the same thing with the clear acetate. I'm sorry, not the clear, the foam, okay? And then after you do your cardstock and then the foam, you're going to go ahead and remove the second piece. And then you're going to use a clear acetate, run it through, pick it up carefully, turn it over so you can know they're going to line up. And then also the actual back cardstock, the backing that you want to use for this, okay? And then that's it. So you'll have a total of 4 pieces for your shaker. And then that's it. And then all you have to do is just put everything together. Super easy, and it's super fun too. It is a little bit time consuming, but so worth it. Okay, so I'm going to put all these back here. Let me move this. Where's the star? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take off the magnets right now. And I think it's pretty dry. Let me see if I could grab my little stylus to take out that little glue that I had talked about. Oh yeah, it is still a little wet. You know what, it's okay. We're going to mainly put all of the sequins in the center. And I decided to go, I decided to go with the red sequins in the center, I think. Actually, you know what? You know what, let's go with that color there, the clear one, because I feel like the red one might be a little too much because I have the red banner and the red little, the background here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just put it in here, like so. Oh shoot, I dropped one. This is my favorite color sequence. I don't like to use because I like to hoard it, but I guess I have no choice. And I feel like they're all backwards. Okay, I think I'm just going to do it just like that. And then what I'm going to do is go ahead and put our adhesive on here. Let me go ahead and grab it right here. I probably should have put a few more, but that's okay. I don't want to overdo it. So I want to make sure, like I said, I want to make sure it shakes. Okay. And then now what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and flip this over, like so. And put that on there. And I think it's safe to say it is lined up. Okay. Let me see. So now I'm just going to go ahead and just put these little magnets on here just to hold it down while we go ahead and put, oopsie, these magnets are so strong. The magnets, I should say. Okay. We're going to go ahead and put our card base together really quick. And again, I'm using the 4-inch circle card die set for this. This from our circle card add-ons. And then here goes the actual card base. Where is it at? Oh, here it goes. And I'm just doing a simple white card base. And what you want to do with this, like I mentioned several times on my videos, go ahead and make yourself a little score line. I didn't want to make the score line because this is such a small, I could have made it within the die, but I didn't want it to like rip apart by accident or if the score line was too deep. So I figured we could just do that ourselves. So actually before I fold it, we're going to go ahead and adhere this. You see what I'm talking about? I like this perfect circle because when you close it, you see how there's a little straight line, which is okay. You know, I don't mind it, but I'd rather it when you close it, it be a perfect circle. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just use my little Easy Runner. This is a permanent Easy Runner tape. And then we're going to go ahead and adhere this down like so. And then now we're going to go ahead and let me just grab the bone folder to go ahead and make sure this is perfectly creased here. Oops. Make sure we got a good little crease going there. Just like so, and that perfect. Okay, so now what we're going to do, I'm going to go ahead and take these off and just let it, I'll keep these nearby so I can put them back on. We're going to go ahead and just adhere this directly onto our card, onto the card base. I'm going to put lots of adhesive on here to make sure this doesn't move. Cover every part there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this just so I can see where the top is here. Let me move these. Actually, I don't really need those right now. Okay, so this is going to be the top right here. And that's super cute. Now you could totally put a little hole at the top and turn this into a little tag if you want. And then we're going to go ahead and add this down. And I'm going to put some, let's see, I'm going to go ahead and pop this up using some little pop dots here. So we are going to, okay, so this is going to go, hold on, let me make sure this is straight. So I'm going to kind of line up that little emboss with the little line on here to make sure it's straight. And that's going to go like so. Just like that, a super cute little shaker card. I absolutely love this brand new die. So here goes the little options that you can do, and then of course you could go ahead and put a little sentiment in there, or you could write something. And again, like I said, you could go ahead and punch a hole here, put a little string in it and turn it into a tag, or you could just do layering, and then you could also do another layer on the top, or so, however, whatever you guys want. I think this is just a lovely set, and I like it. So that is it, everybody. That is our last sneaky peek for this week. Head on over to my blog at www.creativetimeforme.com and leave all of your comments for a chance to win this die we showcased here today. And also, yeah, go ahead and leave your comments on all of our blogs, and I will announce all of the winners Friday during our blog hop, which is tomorrow, October 1st at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Keep in mind, everything will be available that we showcase this week tomorrow at 8 a.m. And also for the first 25 shoppers, that start coming through at 8 a.m. will get this little cute little ho 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 number 3 die for free with your purchase. You don't have to leave any notes. We will automatically add it to your order. Now, once you see this back in the store, like say for example, you go to the new release section and this die is in there, that means you missed that window of the 25 shoppers. So set your alarms, everyone, because they'll probably go pretty quick. So you'll get this for free, and if you miss out on this, you will be able to purchase it. So like I said, you'll see it in the store. And what else? Oh, and also don't forget to use the code October 2021, and it's all in capital letters, OCT 2021. Use that code at checkout for for your, you'll get a 15% discount off of your entire purchase, and the sale code applies to in-stock items only. And also don't forget to let's see, oh, if I do sell out of any of the new products that we're showcasing, I will make those available for pre-order, so this way you won't miss out on the sale. Okay, everybody? So again, thank you so very much for tuning in, and thank you for the kind comments. I love reading them. Have a fabulous day, everybody, and we will see you back here tomorrow at 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.